I'm Damon Turba for Arlington Public News, and I'm joined today by Dan Warren of the Department of Public Works. And Dan, this has been a pretty terrible winter. How much damage did this winter cause?
Well, with respects to potholes, I mean, the people know that every street has their share of them, and it's not unusual in that we get potholes, but the sheer numbers are a little different this year.
In terms of that kind of road damage, is this the worst winter, or one of the worst winters you've seen?
Sure, this could be up there in the top three, I'll bet, for sure. Not a lot of frosties put in potholes.
What do you guys have to do? What kind of process is it to get these potholes fixed?
Well, first you have to understand a pothole is what makes a pothole, and generally it's a freeze-thaw cycle. Water gets underneath the asphalt and then freezes overnight, lifts the asphalt up, then thaws during the day, it drops back down, and before you know it, after a few days, it just wants to pop right out of the hole. So generally, any pothole repairs we do during the winter are just temporary in nature, just due to the fact that we still have the freeze-thaw cycle, and last night it was down in the 20s. So in the next week or so, most of the pothole repairs we do will be more permanent.
Is there any way that you can prevent these potholes, or is this just inevitable? It's just going to happen every winter regardless?
It's inevitable. Older roads, trench repairs from public utilities, I mean, anything can contribute to it, but the water's inevitably always going to get under the road. Even new roads, it can happen too.
What is the fixing process like?
The process is to get all the loose asphalt out of the hole, down to where it's a little more solid base. Preferably the hole should be dry. We like to put a bit of an epoxy in, and then we'll fill it and tamp it well, and sometimes we'll seal the edges, most of the time we won't. All
right, and now obviously there are a ton of these that pop up through the course of a winter. How many holes do you guys find, and how do you expect the public to help you out with this?
We do. I mean, there's a lot of streets way up in the I call them obscure neighborhoods that we probably won't even drive through unless we're plowing. And it's always good to get a call, because we may not see that pothole for a long time, well into the summer usually, and by then the damage is already done.
Right, and now if the public does see these potholes and want to report them to you, what are some of the ways? Can you be reached online and through the phone, or?
Sure, you can, phone and online. If you go onto the town's website, arlington.gov, there's a request and answer center. You can go on there and make a request directly to me, the supervisor, or you can always call the town's dispatch, 781-316-3301, and they'll write it down and get it to me.
All right, well, after handling all the snow and all the potholes, how are your guys feeling at the Department of Public Works?
The guys are great. They give it 100% every day. They come in every day looking to do new things, and they just like doing their job. They like the people around town, and I couldn't say enough good things about them.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate your time, and best of luck going forward, of course.